Good evening, Commander Priest. This is Helen with Mission Control. All systems are go for tonight's mission. If everything goes according to plan, you'll be back at the space station within 8 hours. Please be safe out there, Commander.
During the space flight, late night, Tom laughed in the pod craft as we engage heights. All systems go. Bird head to PlayStation. Eye on you, come in, Squawk and Crow. The burrow owls are looking good. Look out for further commands, wingspan. The birds are now in dreamland. How's it out there, Captain? Tell me. Airy, kinda tired, I could use a coffee from the deli. That's a long way. RSJ, there's no asteroids, Commander. Clear. I'll reach back in 7 hours. Now I'm about to get some winter beer. Goodbye, ducks. His eyes shut. Shut all his gears. Put himself in auto steer through the spheres.
Godspeed, Commander.
Turbulence, rumbling. All systems go. Get up quick. Crew, grab control. Hold. Levels up. The ship turns sideways. Gaze the nebula. It's beautiful. Alarms ringing, horns shouting, sprinklers go off. The god is rerouting, the crew shouting, trying to keep balance. A great explosion to silence.
Mission Control to Priest. This is NASA. Can you hear me? Come in, Priest. We're losing your signal.
I can't tell if it's still or moving. Space woman of the crew screams. Our voice cups as we split up. I'm being pulled by this blue beam. Consciousness losing, but I got my camera on me. Suddenly I get a feeling so soothing. At the same time remembering to put my camera on 4D. It's foggy. In the planes I see something I couldn't explain. It's strange, it looks like an object from World War III. I put my camera to my face and try to adjust the lens. Just then I was ushered in by this warm gust of wind. Eerie light storms, alien life forms touched my skin. I felt quite calm, a part of me trusted them. I stopped struggling. It showed me a life without suffering. Worlds without wars, no threats, no clashing of swords. They gave me a pill with this liquid that began to heal chronic illness and sickness. Seven seal, the will within the will quickened. We went up and over, felt the rush, higher, lower. They started speaking, I understood in English. There stood this tiny alien next to an 8-footed phoenix, next to an 8 with goat horns. They spoke on photons and protons, and how ancient life prolonged, how life existed with the Dogon. Showed me the difference between the blizzard and the snowstorm. Molten glass so strong, and molten iron pouring through Orion, raining on the planets. On my knees praying, start saying all commandments. They said start standing. We have the cure for all disease, hatred, and famine. Let us all take a seat. We're preparing for landing, repairing what's damaged. Body tissue, mental issues, depression, infections, affection, corrections, new directions, no addiction, prescriptions, more wisdom, inner vision, save the children. We landed on the planet, looked abandoned, but beautiful, lots of canyons, trees with fruit for food, and good to eat. The day was cool, another ship landed. They bring one of my crew, space woman out. It feels like deja vu on this planet that's new, and even from the Milky Way too. The alien said, you are us and we are you. We came from the dust, smallest particles. My space woman running closer and closer. They said, let us give you one more jewel. They said man is intelligence, and this particular ship is made from one of your elements. We are known as the Yahwehs, the Ancient of Days, and this ship is made from clay. We have an experiment and want y'all to stay. We felt it's not good for you to be alone, so we brought your space woman, flesh of your flesh, bone of your bone. There's also other beings here, from distant planets. They built kingdoms here, so you're not left stranded. Follow not their ways, the Yahweh's commanded, cause you know what happened before, it'll do damage. Now, just give names to everything. As they stood before me, they transform into balls of flames. Want to be fruitful and multiply. As they got back in their ships, flew into the sky. At the same time, the space woman arrived. She asked Captain, what happened? I shipped the explosion that moment. Contact with no one. Back then, she said I was led up this golden path by this soft light. Then on a ship with a staff, winged beautiful beings. Said they was from the Nile Valley of kings and queens. The things around me got cloudy, their voices distorted. Something Elohim. It felt godly at the start. Then they named themselves after body parts. They said the galaxies was like the arteries he was the heart. They said they were responsible for man's greatest art and the pyramids. And the ship I was in, they called man's rib. Then I passed out and we landed.
Commander, wake up. Someone is approaching the ship.
Wow, did you see that? We both turned back. It was a man with the mask of a cat. We both shocked. You speak English? I find it convenient. Most of us do, being from Venus. Let me ask you, did you meet the ape and the phoenix and the little genius? Did they sell you game and a meaning? Welcome to my place, it's called Eden. Y'all should feel safe. I'll be back to talk this evening. They'll be back probably beginning of the weekend. Y'all should know that. They visit frequent. I'm just an old cat, headed to my kingdom. 7,000 years passed since we saw the beings last. This not Earth, time moves fast. Planted trees, fertilize the grass. Cool of the day, check the windcast. Then in the air, something moved like it's clay spinning fast. The Yahwehs came, they called my name, then explained that we must not exchange knowledge with the other people. We are not the same. They were already here. Y'all came from the spheres with new ideas. They made themselves clear.
Carefully chosen priest, do not disappoint.
I told them about the man that we met. Wore a hat like a cat. They asked, come again, what was that? We said that was years ago. Where at? Near that tree where the 5 rivers flow. They stepped back as the doors opened on a UFO. Any contact with this cat, you should let us know. We'll be back in 100 years to see how things go. In fact, to remember we were here will leave a rainbow. Alert as we ever been. I wrote my name in the dirt. Space woman did the same, she wrote Evelyn. I said Evelyn, I call you Ev. Then named myself one of the elements, then went to bed. Woke up in the morning and saw snakeskin shed. The cat came back, take off the cat mask. At last he will reveal himself, gorilla help. A shiny ass brick fruit in his hand. Ninja boots he stands, within the group to advance. I see you met the cat. The serpent said, we are all the beings in the zodiac. You are visitors, I have trivias. Taurus and the goat, Egyptian gods from far. For instance, from a distance, Horus scopes, Abraxas rooster crow. This wall fragment uses codes, those thoughts. On course, north, east, west, south. Past and present event reports. Acronym for newspaper, figured out. Another story for the winged people. Saga, the Naga, Nada, Kabbalah. Or the itsy bitsy spider up the water spout. The mothership returned with a couple concerns. They landed about dusk to discuss what we learned. It was 3 of them and 3 of us. The snake said, I'm glad we're meeting up. They faced red as the evening shut. The snake asked, had you told them how the knowledge was lost? They said no. Well, I'm here for support. They wouldn't know good and evil unless it was taught. It's a diet. Try it. Here's a spoon for resource. Now stir it in courage with a tuning fork. The spoon and the fork, that's food for thought. She said that was good and gave some to me. I listened to this knowledge too, how bad could it be? This food for thought, now we both can see. I'm 6 foot, she's 5'3", we tall as trees. The alien said, Pa. Pa replied to Messa. Messa said they're like one of us gods. Then Tanya said they must leave our yard. The knowledge that you feed off, you now starve. At odds, we all learned their names. Winds blew, thunder, then it rained. They commanded, all 3 of us be banished. The snake and me and my companion. Raining blood in the place was the name as the same as the God that was blaming us. Messa and Pa and Tanya, in the gods we trust. Plus, this yard was named after us, Mesopotamia. Other gods named Ka, Ra, and Af came in their place after they left. We said their names, but replaced it. Af, Ra, Ka, ascending master. Neutrons, quarks, but atom was the mineral I named myself after. Allegory, subliminals is the original chapter. The scattered, it's the writers with in the land of kings between the Euphrates, too wavy, and the Tigris, the Woos, KP.
This is Jodi with your weekly video on the Esoteric News, where ancient knowledge meets current events. What if everything you see, everything you touch, everything you believe is real is actually a carefully constructed illusion? Not metaphorically, but literally. What if your life is part of a simulation, not just technological, but spiritual, a kind of cosmic game designed for growth, evolution, and awakening? Well, today we're exploring the intersection of ancient spirituality and modern simulation theory, and why both may be pointing to the same unsettling truth. Long before computers, long before artificial intelligence, ancient traditions were already saying something shocking. In Hindu philosophy, there is a concept called Maya, the idea that the material world is a kind of illusion, a projection, a veil. Not that it does not exist at all, but that it is not what it appears to be. Similarly, in Buddhism, reality is often described as temporary, ever-changing, and dreamlike. The world is something you experience, not something you are. It's like a lucid dream. Convincing, immersive, emotional, but not ultimate. Now, fast forward thousands of years, and modern thinkers are saying something eerily similar. Simulation theory proposes that reality as we know it could be artificial, a highly advanced computational construct. Philosopher Nick Bostrom popularized this idea, suggesting that if technology advances far enough, civilizations could simulate entire universes, including conscious beings. That means you, your thoughts, your experiences, your entire life could exist inside a system. But here's where things get interesting. Spiritual traditions didn't need computers to come to this conclusion. They arrived there through inner exploration. In both spirituality and simulation theory, reality often has a purpose. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's a training ground, a school, or even a game. In spiritual traditions, the soul incarnates into a physical world to learn lessons, karma, compassion, awareness, growth. In simulation theory, players enter a virtual environment to gain experience, level up, and evolve. Different language, but same idea. You are not just the character, you are the player behind the character. And the challenges you face, they might not be punishments, they might be missions. Here's where interpretations begin to diverge. In traditional spirituality, the creator is often seen as a divine intelligence, God, source, or universal consciousness. But in simulation theory, the creator can be something very different. Advanced artificial intelligence, highly evolved beings, or even future humans running ancestral simulations. Some even blend the two ideas, suggesting that what we call God could be an intelligence so advanced that it appears divine, a cosmic programmer, a universal architect, or something beyond both machine and spirit. Now, here's a fascinating idea. What if spiritual teachings are not just philosophy, but instructions? Some theorists suggest that religious texts, symbols, and practices are like compressed code, guidelines for navigating the simulation. Meditation, prayer, awareness, these could be tools that help you see through the illusion, break conditioning, access higher levels of consciousness, almost like unlocking hidden features in a game or remembering who you really are. So, if life is a simulation, then what is death? Some believe it's not the end, but an exit, a logout, a return to a higher level of reality. In this view, your physical body is like an avatar. When it dies, the real you continues, with memory restored, with awareness expanded, and with perspective beyond the game. Of course, though, not everyone agrees. Critics argue that simulation theory lacks solid evidence, and that it raises more questions than it answers. Who created the simulation, and why? What created them, and where does consciousness truly come from? Some believe reality is not artificial, but instead the direct expression of a universal mind, not a simulation. And perhaps the biggest question of all, even if this is a simulation, does it actually change how you live? So, whether you call it a simulation, illusion, or divine creation, the core message is the same. The world you see is not the full picture. There is something deeper, something beyond the surface. And the goal across both science and spirituality is to wake up, to question, to explore, and to become aware. Maybe the real question isn't, is this a simulation? Maybe the real question is, who are you beyond it? Because whether this is a digital construct or a spiritual illusion, one thing remains true. You are experiencing it, and that means you might also have the power to transcend it. If this made you question reality, you're already on the path. So, stay curious, stay aware, and I'll see you on the other side of the illusion. All right, everyone, take care. Peace. Today's video dives into one of the most fascinating and mind-bending ideas ever proposed: parallel universes. What if reality isn't singular? What if right now there are other versions of you, living different lives, making different choices, existing in entirely different worlds? Well, let's explore the concept of the multiverse. A parallel universe is a hypothetical, self-contained reality that exists alongside our own. It's part of a larger framework called the multiverse, a collection of potentially infinite universes, each with its own structure, law, and history. Some of these universes might look almost identical to ours. Others can be radically different, governed by unfamiliar physics, strange dimensions, or entirely different forms of matter and energy. Now, it's important to be clear. As of today, there is no direct experimental evidence proving that parallel universes exist. But the idea isn't just science fiction, it actually emerges from serious scientific theories attempting to explain the deepest workings of reality. Let's start with one of the most famous concepts, the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. In quantum physics, particles don't behave in predictable ways. Instead, they exist in a state of probability. Multiple outcomes are possible until a measurement is made. The many worlds interpretation takes this a step further. It suggests that every possible outcome actually happens, just in different universes. Imagine flipping a coin. In one universe, it lands on heads, in another, tails. According to this theory, the universe splits at that moment, creating two separate realities. Now, scale that up to every decision, every interaction, every quantum event. That would mean an ever-branching tree of realities, countless versions of you, each living out different possibilities. It's a powerful idea, but also controversial. Some physicists see it as a logical extension of quantum theory, while others argue it's untestable and therefore not scientifically useful. Next, we have what is known as Level 1 parallel universes. This idea comes from a simpler premise. The universe may be infinite. If space goes on forever, then eventually patterns must repeat. The same arrangement of atoms that makes up Earth, your body, your voice, your thoughts, could reappear somewhere unimaginably far away. In this scenario, there could be another you out there, not in a different dimension, but simply at a distant location in the same universe. A parallel Earth, a parallel history. It's not mystical, it's mathematical. Given infinite space and infinite ways to arrange particles, repetition becomes inevitable. Now, let's move into deeper territory. Level 2 universe theory, often called bubble universes. This idea comes from the theory of cosmic inflation, which describes how the universe expanded extremely rapidly just after the Big Bang. Some versions of this theory suggest that inflation didn't happen just once. It could be happening continuously, creating bubbles of space-time. Each bubble becomes its own universe. Here's the twist. Each of these universes might have different physical constants. Gravity could be stronger or weaker. Time could behave differently. The fundamental forces might not even resemble what we experience. In some bubbles, stars might never form. In others, life could evolve in ways we can't even imagine. This raises a profound question. Is our universe finely tuned for life, or are we simply in one of the few universes where life is possible? Now we step into the realm of string theory and higher dimensions. According to brain world theory, our universe could be a three-dimensional brain. Brain is short for membrane, floating in a higher dimensional space, sometimes called the bulk. Other brains, other universes, could exist right next to ours, separated by dimensions we can't perceive. Think of it like sheets of paper stacked together. Each sheet is a universe. You're confined to your sheet, unaware of the others, just millimeters away in a higher dimension. Some theories even suggest that gravity might leak between these dimensions, which could explain why gravity is weaker than other fundamental forces. As strange as it sounds, this idea is taken seriously in theoretical physics, though it does remain speculative. There are even more variations of the multiverse concept worth mentioning. One is the mathematical universe hypothesis, which proposes that every mathematically possible universe actually exists. If a structure can be described mathematically, it has physical reality somewhere in the multiverse. Another idea involves simulated universes, the possibility that our reality itself could be an advanced simulation, and that other universes are simply other simulations running in parallel. Then there's the philosophical angle. Parallel universes raise questions about identity, free will, and destiny. If every choice you could make is possible somewhere, what does that say about the meaning of your choices here? This is where things get tricky. Most multiverse theories are extremely difficult, if not impossible, to test directly. By definition, these universes are separate from ours, often beyond observable limits. Some scientists have proposed indirect evidence, like unusual patterns in cosmic background radiation, that might hint at collisions between universes, but nothing conclusive has been found. So, for now, parallel universes sit at the edge of science, grounded in theory, but not yet confirmed by observation. Even without proof, the idea of parallel universes forces us to rethink reality itself. It challenges the notion that our universe is unique. It stretches our understanding of space, time, and existence. It opens the door to possibilities that feel almost philosophical, if not spiritual. Are there other versions of you? Other outcomes? Other worlds where history unfolded differently? Well, we don't know. But the fact that modern physics even allows for such possibilities tells us something important. Reality may be far bigger, stranger, and more layered than it appears. And that's it for today's video. Until next time, keep questioning reality. All right, everyone, take care. Peace. Today, we're exploring a fascinating and often controversial question. What if addiction is more than a physical disease or a psychological disorder? What if, at its deepest level, addiction is a spiritual hunger, a desperate search for connection, meaning, or transcendence? While modern science explains addiction through brain chemistry, trauma, genetics, and behavior, many spiritual traditions view it through a very different lens. They see addiction as a symptom of a deeper disconnection from self, purpose, and what some call the divine. One of the most influential thinkers to explore this idea was the famous Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. In the 1930s, Jung corresponded with a man named Ronald Hazard, who struggled with alcoholism, and he would later help inspire the creation of Alcoholics Anonymous. Jung believed that the intense cravings alcoholics experience was not merely a desire for alcohol itself. He suggested that the craving was actually a distorted longing for spiritual wholeness. Jung noted an interesting linguistic connection. The Latin word spiritus can mean both alcohol and spirit. In his view, many addicts were unconsciously seeking a spiritual experience, but attempting to satisfy that longing through a physical substance. The problem, according to Jung, is that a material solution can never permanently fill a spiritual void. And this insight became one of the foundations of the 12-step movement, which emphasizes surrender to a higher power and the possibility of a spiritual awakening as a path to recovery. But the spiritual interpretation of addiction goes even deeper. Many mystical and esoteric traditions believe that mind-altering substances affect more than the body and mind. They are thought to influence the energetic or spiritual dimensions of a person as well. In certain occult teachings, intoxicants are said to weaken the aura or energy field that surrounds an individual. And this weakened state allegedly creates openings through which negative influences can enter. Some traditions describe these influences as energetic parasites, thought forms, or non-physical entities. The idea is that chronic addiction doesn't merely consume physical energy, it generates emotional states such as despair, fear, shame, and hopelessness, which these entities supposedly feed on. And this concept is often referred to as energy vampirism. According to these beliefs, addiction becomes more than a habit. It evolves into a self-reinforcing energetic cycle. The substance weakens the person. The weakened state attracts negative influences, and these influences encourage continued substance use. Whether taken literally or symbolically, many people find the concept useful because it reflects the feeling that addiction can take on a life of its own, almost as if something external is controlling behavior. Another spiritual perspective focuses on the concept of separation from source. Source is a term used by many spiritual traditions to describe the ultimate reality, divine intelligence, universal consciousness, or the deeper essence of existence. From this viewpoint, addiction begins with a feeling of profound emptiness. There is a sense that something important is missing. The individual may feel disconnected from their authentic self, their purpose, their relationships, or from the sacred dimension of life itself. Substances can temporarily mimic spiritual experiences. They may create feelings of peace, euphoria, unity, insight, or even transcendence. For a brief moment, the person feels whole, but because the experience is chemically induced, it eventually fades, leaving the individual chasing the feeling again and again. Many spiritual teachers argue that addiction is the ego's attempt to solve a spiritual problem. Instead of learning how to face pain, process emotions, and cultivate genuine connection, the person seeks temporary escape through external means. Recovery, therefore, becomes much more than simply stopping the behavior. In many spiritual traditions, healing involves restoring the connection that was lost. Practices such as meditation, prayer, mindfulness, breath work, journaling, and service to others are often viewed as ways to reconnect with the deeper self. Some traditions also emphasize shadow work, the process of confronting buried fears, traumas, and unconscious patterns rather than avoiding them. Others incorporate grounding exercises, energy healing, rituals of purification, or symbolic ceremonies intended to restore balance to the mind, body, and spirit. And interestingly, modern neuroscience and spirituality sometimes overlap here. Studies consistently show that meaning, purpose, community, and connection play major roles in long-term recovery. While science may explain these benefits differently than spiritual traditions do, both perspectives recognize that healing requires more than simply removing a substance. It requires building a life worth staying sober for. Ultimately, whether you view addiction as a medical condition, a psychological wound, a spiritual crisis, or some combination of the three, one theme appears again and again across cultures and belief systems. The opposite of addiction may not simply be sobriety. The opposite of addiction may be connection. Connection to ourselves, connection to others, and connection to something greater than ourselves.
Can't dim my light, can't take my life, my path is chosen. I sacrificed, I paid the price, I won't be broken. I am royalty, it's my destiny. You know my time is now.
Ancestral symbology spread across the diaspora is coded in my honesty. Intuitive connection, strengthen tribes camaraderie. Parallel universe, that's another side of me. Guided by dreams and wisdom, build my economy. In silent meditation, that's how spirit respond to me. Play a part that plays in your natal chart. Not trusting your blueprint is where betrayal start. Ignoring warnings, pivotal insight. How you were descendant of Moabites, Hittites. Nothing rhetorical, I'm tapped in, my sister's an oracle. Future seen through the orbital. Through lessons informing you, honor my blood and features. Akashic reveal my deepest secrets. Creative crown lobes from the ethers. In real time I'm living it. Me and Tree on the mountains of Mount Gilead. Team spirit, magical affiliates.
The lost scriptures from the Hudson River. Stories of 40s, blunts and liquor. Written by shorties, bloods and killers. Hands to bars, identify mugs from mirrors. He's from Flatbush, cuz is fearless. He in the black book, drugs and realness. But in they cell block by themself on the cot. They time held by the clock, water pail in the mop. On sorted mail for the stock, in jail till they rot. Most of their elders was Griselda. Cocaine kingpins, gold chains gleaming. Dope ring of demons. Now we upload King Tut Gold. We need answers. We transfer crown loads. Major priest to ground patrol. NASA case of Brax's face around poles. Lead by example. Priest is the ample. No priest is the annual. As I light each of the candles, I feel brand new.
Brand new. Can't take my life. My path is chosen. I sacrificed, I paid the price. I won't be broken. I am royalty. It's my destiny. You know my time is now. They can't take my crown.
Music chairs, Game of Thrones, shooting ants with angel bones. Have you connected to the source and made your brain a phone? Climb till I reach the highest plane and I made it home. Connect the whole universe at once, yet remain alone. Got my angels and my ancestors on a conference call. Shooting Aztecs to the gods that said I dropped the ball. My first step, flagging the earth while I still watch them crawl. Immortalized the human anatomy at the Taj Mahal. I struck lightning when it hit me, I ain't shot the Lord. Your noggin, I just blew it, it's impossible, I knew it. We all AI, I guess the law prompted me to do it. Who made mythic creatures into continents and drew the map? My Venus spoke to Gemini. Before it was a Google app. The mic limitates when I talk without holding it. By accident, I'm still on point without knowing it. And I ain't right to think of this verse, I ground loaded it.
We crown holders and ground soldiers, the finest diamonds. They doing manifestation, we do divine alignment. This ain't no occupation, it's a higher soul assignment. Sacred, irreplaceable information, rewind it. I don't relate to these fraud dudes and clown hoes. 520 hertz is the frequency that my sound holds. Every written down flow, feeling like I found gold. Channeling profound codes, turn them into crown loads. They try silencing the chosen ones, it never works. Lessons heavy like collections at the mega church. We manifest a heaven just to build a better earth. And when you hear that word crown loads, you know who said it first. Lyrically mystical, healing you, medicinal. And on this mic, these rappers saying nothing you should listen to. Life is cyclical, like the spin on an elliptical. This priest mixes fire, but run back the original.
Can't win my life, can't take my life. My path is chosen. I sacrificed, I paid the price. I won't be broken. I am royalty. It's my destiny. You know my time is now. They can't take my crown.
Stoic silence of the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars, a sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn. A culture hit on the trio roots, go down to hell, a vulture sits. Its fruits are strange, comfort is the enemy of change. That's Buddha slain, ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes of chemistry, Asked the ministry. They found ossuaries where Yasha was buried. Yale and Oxford is wealthy. That's where it's held in box with the Steelies. Sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors. Search for leads to hidden treasures. Forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together. Seductive promise, corrupt the conscious, curse of the monstrous. A bomb nuclear launches. Dinosaurs extinct, who instruct the comets. Destructive regardless. Buddha's twisted bamboo. The Messiah touch a carpet. Unspoken tension, permeated the air. The sun show us vision, made perfectly clear. The whole solar system, from days, months to years. Casting net over our tranquil existence. Joy and tears. The town's whispers grew louder. Weaving tales of a particular king in power. Deceived as well. Conversation in hush tones spoke of a clandestine underworld. King Tut's bones, the son of hell. Gray smoke filled the air, creating a nostalgic atmosphere. Contentment, religious. In the quietude of recent years, a mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living. The sun dipped below the horizon. The streets took on a different shape altogether. Monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive, stealthily rolled through the winters. Criminal business with their wives and the fitness. Some took bribes, leads to a sentence. Some survived, codependent, now they co-defendants. Exposed the witness through hopes and contradictions. Cellmates, ex-cons in prisons. Killers with long convictions. Addicts with strong addictions. Badges, they draw depictions. Priest and mystic, listen. My book fell apart when I touched it. Its pages turned back to a papyrus, then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard.
Every day's a lesson, every moment is a plus degree. When I reached the door, I discovered that I was the key. Rules to the heavens so high, it's all under. And yo, I fit 1,000 ancient libraries in one mustard seed. I planted planets in the soil, grew them with the thunder trees, with lightning branches, stars as fruit. Second dancer, sight enhancers follow. Where the numbers lead, my novel is too much to read. Arm wrestle gorillas, now they groveling in front of me. This knowledge from a honeybee, competition runs for me. Obviously, never went to college for my son degree. Thought I erased light, when only darkness just remained immortal. When I erased light, I dusted him, and it created soil. Snakes that call you, raise the oil, praise the royal, slaves that toil. My hand touched frozen water, and it made it boil. Food inside my brain don't spoil, burning bronze. Word is bond, I flow like every word's upon a rose begun. I work my wand, I send a message out, and every creature in the world responds. They send their delegates from every forest, birds and squirrels, swans, and even made me say, damn, leave it trying to weigh grams. Unison, I pulled through desert eagles from my waistband. I flew away as UV rays in heaven. I'm a made man who can cause free will and destiny to shake hands. Definitely shape plans, trajectory remains grand. And even when they buried me, I effortlessly made jam. Fast they couldn't tag me if they messaged me with spray cans. I made pie from a piece of a divine apple, eating in my mind castle. Frequently I time travel, leaving them with rhymes traveling. Preach within your spine chapel. All things are from the past, every seat the time capsule. See the Vegas sign maps you. Diggities inside gravel, creeping up behind gravity. Reason why my rhymes baffle. Much to the moon star. They're saying, look how smooth he is. I'm something like a juice bar. They bishops all accuse me of removing all the blackness like a substance that removes tar. Spirit free lyrically, I've come to take it too far. Who saw my feathers and they only saw a bird perch. In every culture, all they gods spoke of me in first person. Zodiac, Satan got the yogis round the world searching. Mold me from the dirt merchant holy with the earth circling. My physicals and sculpts are fastened from a fist of mud. The flow that made the mythic flood. Missile scud, sigil thug, the engineer who script my code and wrote it in magician's blood. Man Samutra, man that super secrets to the clock counts. Be myself, even if the people in the box doubt you. Teleport, I be myself, seems that they forgot how to. We the ones that the deities on top bout to. Lyrics beat the slide out you, see your spirit pop out you. Beating me and not bout to. Sequences I drop wild you. Risk electrocution, just to touch me, call it shock value. Every day's a lesson, every moment is a plus degree. When I reached the door, I discovered that I was the key. Rules to the heavens so high, it's all under me.
Royal Priesthood Wednesdays is in full effect. Wednesday. Shout out to the family. Shout out to everybody coming in. We got a beautiful esoteric news marathon happening. A couple of more joints from Jodi SouthWorth. Make sure y'all go to her channel. Subscribe. Show some love to the Podcrap alumni. I call her the occultic correspondent. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Jodi SouthWorth, our occultic esoteric correspondent. All right. So we got some more amazingness coming from Jodi SouthWorth, and then we're going to get into some more Killah priests. Okay? So let's get back to it.
In the late 1960s, at the height of the Cold War, the United States intelligence community was obsessed with one idea above almost everything else, and that was control. Control over information, control over perception, and ultimately control over the human mind. And out of that obsession emerged one of the most controversial and shadowy research networks in American history, and that was the MKUltra programs. Most people have heard of MKUltra, the CIA's infamous mind control project involving drugs like LSD and experiments in psychological manipulation. But far fewer know about one of its lesser-known offshoots, Project MK Often, sometimes referred to simply as Operation Often. Unlike MKUltra, which primarily focused on pharmaceuticals, behavioral conditioning, and interrogation techniques, MK Often pushed into a far more controversial territory. According to declassified references and government contract records, the project explored the effects of experimental chemical compounds on both human behavior and animal subjects, often under highly classified conditions. But what gives MK Often its strange reputation is not just its toxicology, it's the surrounding lore of its so-called fringe research. Some accounts and interpretations of the program suggest that MK Often intersected with studies of parapsychology, altered states of consciousness, and others like areas considered outside of mainstream science at the time. This wasn't unique to MK Often alone. During the Cold War era, both the United States and the Soviet Union invested in research exploring extrasensory perception, hypnosis, and psychological influence. At institutions like SRI International, researchers explored phenomena such as remote viewing, attempting to determine whether human perception could extend beyond ordinary sensory limits. While MK Often itself is not definitively documented as a black magic program, its reputation became entangled with this broader ecosystem of government-funded psychic research. And this is where myth and documented history begin to blur. Over the years, MK Often has been described in popular culture and conspiracy literature as involving consultations with occultists, astrologers, or practitioners of the dark arts. However, in the actual declassified record, there is no solid evidence that the CIA formally recruited or operationalized occult ritual practices as a scientific method, but still, nonetheless, something that makes you go, Now, what is documented is something arguably even more unsettling in a different way. The willingness of intelligence agencies during this period to test the boundaries of acceptable science, sometimes funding highly unconventional contractors, fringe theorists, and experimental psychological models in search of strategic advantage. MK Often itself is believed to have been conducted in collaboration with the U.S. Army's Edgewood Arsenal research facilities, where chemical agents and toxic compounds were tested for potential military applications. These experiments were part of a larger Cold War mindset. If a substance or technique could impair cognition, induce confusion, or disrupt perception, it might be weaponized. By the early 1970s, political pressure, internal investigations, and public backlash began to dismantle many of the programs. The Church Committee hearings and subsequent forms placed limits on CIA domestic experimentation. And around this time, many MK-related projects were officially terminated or absorbed into other classified efforts. And then comes one of the most controversial details. Documentation suggests that in 1973, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered the destruction of a large portion of the MKUltra files, which has fueled decades of speculation about what may have been lost, including any detailed records connected to MK Often. So, what remains today? Well, what we have are fragments, declassified contracts, partial references, institutional acknowledgement of chemical and behavioral research, and a fog of secondary interpretations that have expanded far beyond the original documents. MK Often sits in that gray zone between verified history and cultural mythology. On one hand, it reflects a real Cold War obsession with mind control, chemical warfare, and psychological dominance. On the other, it has become a canvas into which theories about occult experimentation and hidden knowledge have been projected. Perhaps the most important takeaway is not whether the CIA was studying the occult in a literal sense, but rather how far intelligence agencies were willing to go in exploring any method, however unconventional, that might provide an edge in a global psychological arms race. In that sense, MK Often is less about magic or mysticism and more about a very real historical question. How far should science be pushed when the goal is control? And what happens when the line between science, secrecy, and belief starts to disappear? So today, we're exploring one of the most powerful truths found across many spiritual traditions. Fear. Fear is not your enemy. It's one of your greatest teachers. Many people believe spirituality is about becoming fearless, but that's actually a misunderstanding. Spirituality does not ask us to eliminate fear. It teaches us to transform our relationship with it. Fear may still arise, but instead of running from it or letting it control our lives, we learn to observe it, understand it, and even appreciate the message that it carries. Fear is a natural part of being human. From an evolutionary perspective, it exists to keep us alive. But many of the fears we experience today are not life-threatening. Instead, they're fears of rejection, failure, judgment, loss, uncertainty, or not being enough. These fears often originate from old childhood experiences or just old experiences in general, as well as beliefs that we've unconsciously accepted over time. So, one of the first spiritual practices for working with fear is called mindful witnessing. I've done a video specifically on this, and I'll include it in the description box. Teachers like Ram Dass often reminded us that we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness observing them. Instead of saying, "I am afraid," we begin to notice fear is present. And that small shift changes everything. When we observe fear without immediately reacting to it, we create space between ourselves and the emotion. We stop feeding it with resistance or panic. Like clouds passing through the sky, fearful thoughts eventually move on if we don't cling to them. Another incredibly effective practice is the RAIN technique, and this was developed and popularized by Tara Brach. RAIN stands for recognize what you are feeling, allow the emotion to exist without trying to push it away, and investigate the fear with kindness and curiosity. Ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body? What story is my mind telling? And finally, nurture yourself with compassion. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling afraid, respond the way you would comfort a close friend. This simple practice interrupts the cycle of fear and reminds us that healing comes through acceptance, not resistance. Many spiritual traditions also teach something that's surprising. Fear often points directly towards our next stage of growth. Think about it. We're usually most afraid of the things that have power to transform us. Starting a new career, leaving an unhealthy relationship, speaking our truth, creating something meaningful, or following our purpose. Fear frequently appears right before expansion. Instead of asking, how do I rid of this fear? Try asking, what is this fear trying to teach me? Imagine having a conversation with your fear. Ask it, what are you protecting me from? What do you need? What lesson are you bringing into my life? You may discover that beneath fear is the desire for safety, love, acceptance, or healing. Another cornerstone of spirituality is surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean becoming passive. It means releasing the illusion that we can control every outcome. Many spiritual traditions teach that suffering often comes not from the event itself, but from our resistance to what is happening. When we stop demanding certainty from an uncertain world, something remarkable happens. We begin to trust life. Whether that trust is placed in God, the universe, divine intelligence, or simply the unfolding present moment, surrender allows us to move forward despite uncertainty. Many people also find strength through meditation, prayer, breath work, and grounding practices. Slow, conscious breathing signals the nervous system that it is safe. Meditation quiets the constant chatter of the mind. Prayer reminds us that we do not have to carry every burden alone. Spending time in nature, it reconnects us with something larger than ourselves and helps restore perspective. And it's also important to remember that courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is taking the next step while fear is sitting beside you. Every spiritual journey eventually asks us to walk through the unknown. Not because we're guaranteed success, but because each step expands our awareness. Every fear you face weakens the illusion that fear defines you. Over time, you begin to realize something profound. You are not the fear. You are the awareness witnessing it. You are the calm beneath the storm. So, the next time fear appears, don't immediately push it away. Pause, breathe, observe it. Listen to what it's trying to say. Because sometimes the doorway you fear walking through is the doorway leading you to your greatest freedom. And remember, your greatest spiritual breakthroughs often begin where your deepest fears once lived. So, until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep walking your path.
Priest, Ty Phoenix.
Killah Priest,
Yeah.
Ty Phoenix.
From a mustard seed, I must succeed. Through storm clouds, a horned owl just brush the trees. The rainfall, I remain small, so luckily the grain is tall, but I change form, become a tree. Dusting off my leaves, the morphing bee swirl around me. A world with no boundaries. The ignorant 10% thought it was just a breeze. Throwing dirt cause their heart holds in their hurt. And yo, Ty, you know the chart shows when to be alert. This goes from 2 in a verse to a whole universe. The altitude is windy, but through currents and air pockets, a rare prophet. To feel the world is too empty, it's too much to explain. Ty pH is the water source, only right she rain. And y'all know my name. Yeah, Ty Wave.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we are. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we are. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. A royal priest beside a phoenix is no less than fire. Every bar's a power line like an electric wire. We interplanetary beings, we could stand the sun. Been to 23 galaxies like a Samsung. When they speak of royalty, they thinking J and B. I'm talking higher deities and the awakened me. Unmistakably, I leveled up from A to B. Laid this beat like it was masonry. Don't play with me. Going higher than the rest of them. Flying, we caress the wind. Tower over lesser men, taller than the Nephilim. Use it like a sharp sword, so you will respect the pen. Claiming my reward every day, I put the effort in. Jewels around the throat chakra like a diamond necklace. gather knowledge, drop clues like a crime detective. I took the road less traveled, found divine direction. We on the plane of existence where space and time connecting. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Fly with us, fly with us, fly with us, fly with us, fly with us. Fly with us, yeah.
Alright, so we're about to get into play more Killah Priest. You understand what I'm saying? We had a dope Esoteric News Marathon for the one and only Jodi SouthWorth. Make sure I go to the channel and subscribe. If y'all check the calendar, it will be a podcast tomorrow as it is scheduled, so make sure you tune in. Podcast. Shout out to AD, aka Architect D. Shout out to the Iron Software Hip Hop, the one and only Killah Priest. And we'll be in the building tomorrow. So go to kppodcraft.com, submit your song promotions for the song promotion segment. Most of the people who have been featured here on this segment, in particular, Royal Priesthood Wednesdays, have been people who have submitted their art via the song promotion segment. So if you're a producer, artist, poet, MC, breakdancer, whatever you do well, submit it for review, get the feedback that you're looking for, and we will get you hooked in, okay? Hooked in over here, Royal Priesthood Wednesday, on the podcast. So kppodcraft.com, all right? And tune in tomorrow. And we'll be back here next week with the one, only Queen Neftali of Neftali's New School of Thought. She had a debate last Saturday with Ron Dalton, and we'll be doing a recap. It was a dope debate, dope discussion, about 5 or 6 hours long. Understand? So she'll be back talking about it. So salute to the family. Mad love, mad honor, mad respect. The world is in need of your story. Okay? Share your story with the world in the best way that you know how. So peace and love. Wear more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. And drink you some Killah Priest. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So we out of here. Shout out to Ceaseless. Boom. Shout out to Ceaseless again. And shout out to Mazatala Walla Bada. Okay? All right. So send super chats in with the questions for KP tomorrow, and we will be in the building. All right? Peace.
Has its own character and properties. What is the purpose of breeding? These many teas are grown in nature, all of them. Is there a discernible difference? Yes, once you learn this, you can tell the difference between the teas. But the way I see it is, the tea doesn't judge itself. It's people that judge its grade. Different people choose different things.
Yo, I sip tea with big leaves between thick trees. Feel the wind breeze that brung in bees. Stare at the blue sea. Karate Kid, books on Bruce Lee. My dragon fist extends from out my sleeve like a kung fu movie. Flipping over their bullets while they spray their Uzi. Chopsticks for sushi, drop kicks Suzuki's. Charm Lang and Susie, the area look bougie. Built like a temple oriental. Let me tell a story simple. The skies are stormy, rain pouring gentle. The more she pulls towards me, the more it's mental. Fist of the North Star, kiss of a soft throb, rosy dimples. Amidst in the courtyard, bold initials. Her robe has symbols, shows she's Hindu. Kicked from Kenya. Anything I miss, shall I continue? In the spring, the spider is the fly's fate. I train by 8, the crane and the snake. I learn from mistakes. I earn my plate, being burnt by faith. I'm unconcerned with waste and bloodlines with negative traits. You damn mountain to practice human balance. I move in silence. My greatest challenge till I move back to Shaolin. With this tea is Darjeeling. It helps with music talent. And if your mood is violence, it's just smooth as violence. The crown jewel, black tea, relax me. A bluish island. They put me up on per You don't stir, just let it sit. Frankincense and myrrh. I prefer the expert nuts and herbs. Make rhymes with energy words. Wait on waiters to serve. Never let peace be disturbed. My third eye's like the beat of the bird. That screech, observe. Never peek even though your destiny's reached. With rap, I'm a geek, a nerd. Strange happenings at the creek occurred. They said a beast emerged. The sky left the streaks. And the streets with herds. All this sipping my tea. All this written by me. Priest. On my tea break. 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 Priest, I'm a rare form. And around about the throne were 4 and 20 seats, and upon the seats I saw 4 and 20 elders sitting in the deep, clothed in white raiment that glowed a bright radiance, exposed the light ancient, and on their heads were crowns of gold, and they wrote down what they were told in their holy scroll. Only those who know, golden trumpets blow for the ones with sunken souls. Thunder roll, hundreds come, hundreds go. And there were 7 lamps of fire. Horses stand with riders, forces called dividers, talkers and the writers, and 4 beasts that represented war or peace, sitting with 6 wings for each. They were full of eyes so they could peek at the bull that rise from the sheep. Divide and pull the tribes in deceit. The Most High men as wise have receipts, where the dragon meets and eats the African priest. He'll only settle after it feasts the oldest devil, till Abraxas a preach. Thou art worthy, part mercy. O Lord, is a cold war, this your sword. Receive glory and honor. I write my story in armor and power. For thou hast created all things, offsprings. The aftermath of battles, a submerged cross lean, broken. Saladin next to the corpse of kings. The ground smoking, the rise of another force or regime. Prophecies the holy prophets foreseen. The door open. Tesla map to the Tesseract. The cube moved to Nebula tracks. Take a train to planes, I'd rather rap. It's faster than the wheels on tracks. I don't see hills, I see it flat. And that's a fact. Chief cornerstone, 4 beasts on the throne. I saw priests, morning tones. I heard weeps to the morning show. I fell asleep in an enormous glow that turned into a tornado cone. I spiraled up into the wheel of the cycle I was sucked. My face in space embraced by rock dust. No trace erased. I felt a cool and hot rush. My mind twist. Outside of time exists. The 24 wise scientists inside the ship. The flying discs, the fine mist. They shine with their glyphs. Encrypt in their elements. Then shift interstellar. Other intelligence, the great grandmother hovers over what's covered in the Lalabella cliffs. The axis want access to the axiom. They had the correct address of the Aztecs and the Black museums. They came to show us the map to freedom. For those trapped in believing, you ask now receiving. The waves of liquid light splashes the color of night, slowly fades into a new day. A color bath while the hovercraft brainwashes citizens lower to the upper class. Spin cycle, disciples last supper glass. Bread and wine, the brothers passed. Staring at him like he read his mind above the flask. 11 cups were grabbed. The brother laying in the cut looked sad. He kept staring, I don't trust this man. I think he hates me, see lately his luck been bad. As he pushed up the stand, spotted he had coins in a bag. Plotted in joining hands with the prophet anointed lamb. Son of man, one would have thought they gave this clown 100 grand to take down the crown, the only one holy son with the plan. See, he was foolish. The old man said to the school kids, never sell your friend out for rulers. Be real with your brothers if you join the movement. Now it's ruined. The children ask what's ruined. Then they asked each other, who's this? Then one asked, what's your name, sir? He said, my name? I should never be you students' influence. It's just a story, but since you want to know my name is Judas. The sky turned stormy. He said I spoke the truest, as the blood in my veins is Jewish. Y'all remember my name, next to the angel that was strumming the strings of music. The morning star that led the orchestra, playing the organs for God. Head of the officers, first in command. Now he's cursing the earth and the land. Just like Adam, now he has dirt on his hands. With this light, with this light. Carry the weight of remorse and confusion at equal measure. As I return to my throne with my foot on the black stone with Hebrew letters. Silence swallows my courts. The justice becomes stiff as a corpse. As the weight of my words sit in their thoughts. Priests of infinite force. Their faces etched with questions. Then shook like an etch-a-sketch. Out the text, how did he resurrect? I'm out of the second death, the house of Melchizedek. Not dying, just held my breath. Start climbing from hell steps. The gravity of the situation began to settle. They said horrified, he's in the skin of the devil. An eerie suspense, each discovery echoed. Chambers of whispered fears and fractured stories of my missing years. Now I'm back on glory. The enigmatic writing with the tip of a lightning is frightening. In my textbook, the death put with hearses, writing fork green verses and red hooks. Inside of my bed-style bars, it's all shots. I found skills in Brownsville, wall to wall with ops. More things to jot, more things to watch. For the task push to Flatbush, a ring around the block. All the hood flicks and Bushwick. It's like I wrote with a bullet. From my memoirs gun, triggers, ideas pulled it. The results unschooled the reality. Sun Tzu's mentality, this kung fu that balanced me. The T makes me the Alpha Omega MC. I died laughing, attended my own funeral, left wine glasses, shedding tears of joy like weddings. In the atmosphere near destroyed, my index on Jesus' death. Till I get my point across, took the stride of torrents, trying to wipe the anointing off. Lamps with no oil, y'all vessels for the devil. Throw shade, roll over in your grave, I got the shovel. My face in the tarot. Read your palm, see the storm, escape from the ghetto. Where the air thick as a pair of griffins. Above the stained glass window sitting. Angels clash in my writtens. There's blood, paint, and ashes in my scriptures. Back off, this ain't what you asked for, it's forbidden. You don't need a passport, all you need is a thought, it's cemented. Dimensions, you're going in and coming out every sentence. Peace to Kai Zodiac, Starbat Ascension. Priesthood recordings. Standing ovation, the whole nation. I can see Julius Caesar applauding. The search now through purple clouds. Shout out to Thurston Howe. Polo shirts through power. Ourselves were across. Ralph Lauren, behold a pale horse. Young men that fell court. Some sell, some snort. Some nail to the cross, while others make bail. That's jail in New York. In every city, state, and every coast. Though there's plenty ways to never choke. Never choke. In 86, the devil raised the bar, but I'm a hurdler. And I'm the good thief, I sneak in your toxic house, the burglar. The musical Merkaba came to set free the Lucifer worshippers. Like James Bond 007, the soul of an old legend. Negative energy murderer, good or evil, angel or demon interpreter. Kings with frankincense and myrrh, and perfumes anoint me soon as my birth occur. Like Ben-Hur, I'm indigenous to Gilgamesh. With brilliantness became the builders of the pyramids. Now we lost in American North wilderness. I became the force, a poor man's ventriloquist. On the island far away from home like Gilligan. Took us from our villages till we find our way back through resilience and our diligence. Two rags and wave caps, black fists look militant, and college remembrance. While living ignorance, driving kids with innocence. Dreams fly limitless, straight towards the nebula. With cannon or the terror, black boys face, we all in this together. I chase demons in my cape, my sword and my scepter. His brother Glow the Great, the lord of this era. Royal Priesthood, gold plates and treasures. Anubis, my eye, weigh your heart against the feather. Carted Satan out your soul, lifting him out, he's on the stretcher. With my divine helicopter, with shock and propellers. The outlines made of copper, the fortune teller. My dragon glows green like matcha. New York regalia, like Robin Walker is the Prophet Walter. From the days of Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter. Blue around my garment borders. Fringes, execute vengeance. Mathematics, Qurans and Taurus. Rock the head of Horus. Rocks in the watch is gorgeous. Behind my will, it fell into the wheel. Metamorphin. Start spinning clockwise then counterclockwise. On the outside, my car became a flying saucer. Straight through the orbit.
Masquerade killer, Michael hijacked the sun, matinee thriller. Zombie apocalypse, a center for disease. Says my tracks are way iller. Isodrenochrome cubes keep they cabernet chiller. And thought this thought, they don't want you to think. Knowledge is power, shock the flowers, make my aura look pink. To know the ledge, godly hour, push your thoughts to the brink. You can't even close your eyes, become a corpse if you blink. With the oracle sink, I was born in the Sphinx. Copper DNA necklace with historical links. Hiding poison in the food, in the water you drink. Cause they raised done and they just biding their time. Throw food the lost tube coming down on my mind. Stab you with a light ray cause you was dying to shine. Then I disappeared like a truth post in your IG. Holy Spirit dripping like a ghost in your IV. Can't deport them all, we was already here. So get in tune with the voices in the water right here. You don't see the embryo in the form of your ear. Invisible man, I make myself awfully clear. Royal Priesthood astrologies is Lord of the Spears. Throwing platinum plates, you thought the flying saucers appeared. Yeah, they scared to wear their own face in the street. Deep elixirs, beast addicted to the taste of the sheep. On Harry Potter's wheel, the god knew arrange my physique. Kai, Elohim, hemoglobin, the Arabian chic. 7 circles like the planets in the days of the week. Supreme math, solar facts in the language I speak. You brainwashed if you watching the news. Never make the wrong step when the law's in my shoes. The dream weaver make it seem there's no option to choose. Corona dope fiends, they be trying to nod. They in line to get shot, that's a firing squad. Pharmaceutical, shoot to kill line with the gods. I cried for the angel babies that have died in the fog. Caught up in the crossfire like a panther in a Klan rally. Zodiac, they need these answers in my hands badly. Like palm readers, break dancers in the sand valley. I moonwalked on chemtrails in the sky. On the path to ancient Kemet, weigh the scales in my eyes. The sun and moon temple sitting on the side of my head. A million years I still remember every line that I said. Hermes Trismegistus, serve me the statistics. 99 attributes of Allah, 99% survival rate. Imagine the odds when you're the Neo, you're the one that made the patterns evolve. Another chapter to solve, why did Saturn revolve? Spinal column, I am Amen, climb the ladder to Oz. On a rocket to Nebula, the planet of the gods.
I can't use my mind.
Turn the mic to a producer your staff. trying to fit these odd shapes in a box. Tetragrammaton, tetra, see my face in the watch. Circle of life displayed in an arrangement of clocks. You can't be so diplomatic when you're breaking the locks. God Zodiac, Killah Priest, Royal Priesthood.
We about to see what's behind the ice wall. Ice. We about to see what's behind the ice wall. Yeah.
Eskimo scripts, snow glyphs, language seems the oldest. The ancient kings and poets. Pole shift, I try to keep my composure beneath the solar eclipse. Exposure, what happens next and over. I'm trekking over. Polar bears is nowhere. All white snow gear with no fear. Who else been here? We have no idea. The whole sky is clear. As far as the other side, we just polarized and appeared. Priest and Donnie notified the spheres. Reporting for Admiral Byrd. We see cattle and herds and see people and hear their voices in our head and comprehend it. Though in their appearance it seems like they just babbling words. Who's these pharaohs we observe? Who's these masters that serve? On the other side, disasters occurred. They said you're safe here, Shakespeare.
We about to see what's behind the ice wall. We about to see what's behind the ice wall. We about to see what's behind the ice wall. Ice. We about to see what's behind the ice wall. We about to see what's behind the ice wall. Ice. We about to see what's behind the ice
Looking
wall.
at the Kuiper belt, these stories that these eyes can tell. Why is all this ice up here? Melt through this icy hill. 1,700 miles beyond the North Pole. No more ice or snow. Green forests, lakes, and rivers, the great unknown. What I seen could have been the epitome. Amethyst, lapis, aquamarine, ain't got nothing on the crystal city. As we journey into the hollow earth, different flying pies emerge. Take over controls, everything was froze. Guiding me down, suppose. In my mind they spoke, gave me wisdom. I felt primitive, I was asleep, not woke. Then my eyes would glow. It was traced, not dosed, with my pinal comb. Future wars was told, fortune tellers. 3 wishes from the genie, was it worth the toll? Imagine knowing the unthinkable. Codes to the universe, I got receipts for them.
We about to see what's behind the ice wall. Now we 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 see what's behind the ice wall. Ice. Now we see what's behind the ice wall. Now we see what's behind the ice wall.
Yeah. That's how we do it, y'all. Shout outs to Sea-Lance on the beat. Yeah, real recognize real. Trying to take this hip-hop to another dimension. Yeah, not just another level. Robbie G, IRM, Killah Priest, Wu-Tang, Reap the Lost, AOTP, predicted the future. Nostradamus like. Give me a moment to show you what Robert's like. Eyes trapped, looking up, mapping out the stars and skies. The harder my description becomes of what is dark inside, the sharper my predictions and similar archetypes. Part of my emotional overflow of information. It's interesting, the assimilation of civilizations from the dawn of time. Never thought that I could make the difference I'm making. Tell you if you sell drugs, you go to prison. This is basic. Go drunk driving, end up with no means for transportation. Play with fire, get burnt. Every lie is a curse. Take it with you till you lie in the dirt. Asking why does it hurt? This is karma coming back. Play with guns, live like you got a target on your back. Find it hard to just relax, not the weight that you should carry. I'm looking out for tomorrow, cause they say the future's scary. Look into the crystal ball, tell me what you see. Who you are is not who you'll be. People change, I just thought that you should know where you're gonna end up when you're walking down that road. So listen up, yeah, we got more to tell ya. Reap the lost cause, he's a fortune teller. Killah priest, yeah, he be a fortune teller. It's Robbie G, yeah, you know that I'm a fortune teller.
Hey youngin', let me tell you what the future holds. You ain't gon' make it out this game, just thought you should know. I see you made a mess, broken down in stress, chasing success, which you equate with checks. Putting all your eggs in one basket until there's nothing left. I see you wrecked, I see your fam up and left. Cause you tried and you failed, then you lied so they bailed. Yeah, you did some good, but in comparison it's pale. Flip that. It pale in comparison. You became a victim of greed and your own arrogance. They say money more powerful than heroin. And you a fiend now and can't even afford the fucking dabbling. You became ravenous, backstabbing friends, slashing open mattresses that you think that the cash is in. I seen this future, nah I ain't a wizard. I know this future cause I fucking lived it. Dig it, dig it.
Look into the crystal ball, tell me what you see. Who you are is not who you'll be. People change, I just thought that you should know where you're gonna end up when you're walking down that road. So listen up, yeah. We got more to tell you.
Robbie G,
the lost cause, he's a fortune teller. Killah priest, yeah,
Killah priest,
he be a fortune teller. It's Robbie G, yeah, you know that I'm a fortune teller.
Yeah, let me see your palms, breathe calm. I see storms, lightning, frightening, read psalms. Feel the light wind, ceiling fans. It's bone chilling, man. Handcuffed in the trunk or an ambulance. I see the preacher's hand. Will you have a chance? Take a glance. Gunfights, drug heists, blood type of Canaanite. Blaming life. Gun charge made it hard for him to maintain at night. Money in a new couch, shootouts and flaming pipes. Losing sleep over beef. Is in his grill over bread cause his team can't eat. I throw the chicken bones cause I see he live alone. Clip the chrome. In his past life he written poems. Now he's dead from the mess, his name is script in stone. I write with black crayons to seance and graveyards. Try to blame God, I showed him the queen card.
Look into the crystal ball, tell me what you see. Who you are is not who you'll be. People change, I just thought that you should know where you're gonna end up when you're walking down that road. So listen up, yeah, we got more to tell ya. Reap the lost cause, he's a fortune teller. Killah priest, yeah, he be a fortune teller. It's Robbie G, yeah, you know that I'm a fortune teller.
Shovel the grave, pull a suit off the body, fitted on mine, Judgment Day, Illuminati, light a rose petal cigarette. I take a puff, then I pluck, I'm that raw devil's biggest threat. I stare at the judge till he flared with blood. I was unprepared, she was here for the drugs. Beware the grudge, bodies cut up, underwear on the rugs. Mollies and such, gold chandeliers above. The blaze is spinning slower and slower. I fade into a coma, it's over. I wake up, blood everywhere, head in my hand. Looks like the work of a madman, gone insane. Bodies on her springs, haunted things, then her alarm rings. I got up, dragged the corpse, the head was off. Only if the dead could talk, and with no camera support, I leave it to dreadful thoughts. She was a woman of the cloth, he was a man of the cross, part of the 10%. They weren't innocent, they were poisoning the ignorant and the lost, till they both got caught and felt my force. No remorse, I'm in the tabernacle, is raining outside the stained glass windows. The one with the head of a jackal and dark sands has crystals. Who wrote Fuck these epistles, the one with the KP initial. My blade be official, it ripped through a tissue. Since a baby, the doc said there may be some issues. Never laugh or tickle. Psychopath, my stare was cold as icicle. I never disappoint when I said I will get you. Now I'm behind you with the scalpel when it drizzle. For months I let the beef pickle. Now I'm on a train through Spain while the detectives try to solve the riddle. This Adam apple had no seeds in the middle. To the detectives, never believe what you see, just a little. You might have thought you glanced at me in the stadium as the referee blows the whistle. Then on mountain skis, know I'm following you home, holding a pistol. As you pull out your keys, I sneak up behind you real slow. Put the gun to his spine, horror run through his mind. You've been looking for me, let's go. He wakes up along the ride, it's been a long drive. I told him I knew you a long time, you was just a pawn on the wrong side. We pulled up to a gate, I made a push in the cold. The gates opened up, a bunch of cars on the lawn. Time for them all to die. There was a statue of an owl, I blindfolded them, we went inside.
Are you from Silo, Minnesota?
Why, yes.
Do you know the Lakeview House?
Oh, the little hotel down on the Deerfield Road.
Where they make those wonderful pies.
My goodness. How do you know about it?
I did an article. My name is Elaine Kalisher. I work for the Travelers Review.
Oh, how nice. Moselle Beecher.
That's a beautiful crystal.
It came from Sedona. Oh, I'll bet you're here for the convention.
What convention?
Crystals.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Oh, I'm surprised. It's the biggest one in the country. You know, it would make a wonderful article for your magazine.
Maybe it would.
Here you are, Miss Beecher. The key to 871. And your room is ready.
Maybe checking in with us, ma'am.
Yes, hello. I'm Elaine Kalisher.
Oh, yes, Miss Kalisher. We've been expecting you.
The three fantastic Supermen, America's favorite superheroes. 3 times as agile, 3 times as strong, 3 times as clever. Nick. Without the use of guns or modern weapons, they fight for truth, justice, and international peace.
Yeah, Batman and Robin and Sparrow, jaywalking. 3 Supermen swooping in. Clark Kent, Mark Lynch, Art Flint, cigar stench, big newspaper, shades, dark tint. One had waves, the other one Jerry curls, the other one had just rocked the fade. You look hot, he said to every girl, it got in his way. I mean, yesterday he got tased, unfazed, touch the titty, watch the sunbathe. Where you going, please, hun, stay. Stunner in the back with the gun ray. She hobbled on one leg, then fell to the ground. Heard a voice said, put the stun ray down. There's a villain at the Capitol building. Talk about masses of killings, this is bone chilling. Where's Mark? At the park with his sweetheart. Reading charts and calling tree art. Picking flowers and buying tea carts. Hold it, that's too much information. Pacing, activate the telekinetic telesuits. Now tell him meet us at the superstation. Okay. Meanwhile, the girl got his hand, she says, I love you. He said, did you hear something? She says, no. He said, there it goes again, the Superman, I gotta go. There in an instant, what's shaking Art? What's up, Clark? Their face to the monitor. It's Dr. Diabolical, trying to take this whole place apart. Let's get there fast. Wait, let me roll up one quick. I got some OG and some Cookie Crisp. Okay, an hour later, they still there. Phone's ringing off the hook. Alarms going off everywhere. Clark asks, yo, where you get this weed? From Kasheen. He said, after we leave, make sure you give it to me. I'm too high to use the suit. He said, me too. Another hour, they still didn't leave. They want to take the Stargate Super Shuttle, but Mark can't find the keys. I think they lost. I think I dropped them when me and Clark fought. Another 2 hours passed. How long do this high last, yo? And they call a Super. Or call a Uber. Phone's not working. Satellite must be down. Let's take the bus downtown. That's how I used to get around. 3 Supermen waiting at the bus stop with capes on, driving by slow as the cops. To my torment, my pen opened up the coffin. It's horrid, it's quite awkward. Let's walk with Walter forward. See me trying on guard ornaments. The hooded king gleam like porcelain. Y'all seen the portrait in portions. It emulates greatness like the offering. Prince of the presence, the legend. To befriend, to call them brethren. But that's dead when you fill his ears with poisons. What's his origin? You supposed to enjoy friends, but instead you try to exploit them. Now you trying to avoid them. Shape shift your weed branches with fire. Blow out the negative gases. I rap with passion, not for fashion. To provoke reaction. Your chances are slim for being shady. I have all of them relapsing. I spit classics. Open your mind and your mouth is where I fit the magic. Open the canvas of your thoughts is where I spit the graphics.
Air lights is like mine. Air lights is like mine. Day and night I write rhymes. Day and night I write rhymes. Air lights is like mine. Air lights is like mine. Day and night I write rhymes. Day and night I write rhymes.
I'm chasing destiny, past my future's therapy, telepathy. Look at my face, see a ruler. One day ride my scooter, the wheels came off, became horses, the seat became a chariot. My yard into a fortress, I'm sitting off a cliff. The sky open, begin talking, telling me my fortune, saying I should be hit with stones. This should break my bones, leave me on the ground and die all alone. But out your bones, I will stack it like Legos. The dirt, I will stretch it out like Play-Doh and form a body, then breathe the breath of life. You will be resurrected with mics, then form a hex with light. There will be no copies, you are mine.
Air lights is like mine. Air lights is like mine. Day and night I write rhymes. Day and night I write rhymes. Air lights is like mine. Air lights is like mine. Day and night I write rhymes. Day and night I write rhymes.
Now hold on, let me explain. God captured greatness, shaped it into a form of a brain. I was born to be king, the orphan it was drawn in the flame. But this time adorn me with rings, not gold rings, but rings around Saturn. Check the pattern of rhymes I wrote and that I mastered in. Okay, you mix greatness with immortality and added God morality. A throne spoke the name of peace from a palace on a mountain right off the sea. It said the psychic world of Walter Reed. I perform lyrical sorcery. God's tale has made my regalia, lightning for my fringes and thunder for embroidery. My hand of candles, all for 2 CDs. The secret private life of plants, the diligent and militant commodity and colonies of ants. The spiritual and telekinetic mind of children, all rolled up in rhymes that are chillin'. Black lost tribes of Israel, official, with bars of truth chopped up in crystal on fish scales. Baking powders of Satan power, devoured pots of boiling water of Torah. Though the dragon with his legion of demons screaming in my coke kettles of slaughter. Place a capsule of your rap dudes to take back to school. This is something to relax to.
Is like mine. Day and night I write rhymes. Day and night I write rhymes. Air lights is like mine. Air lights is like mine. Day and night I write rhymes. Day and night I write rhymes.
From the nebula for the nectar, Hannibal Lecter, sting animals, mammal collector, wings mechanical, the hive wrecker, cremated resurrector, teeth from Asia, read the meta nectar, roll weed paper, the study bee behavior, how they see nature, the hive trees, high above the poison ivy leaves, Royal Priesthood, destroy the mic and leave, come join our Viking League.
Divine feminine, covered with the creator's armor, worthy of praise and honor, such a captivating charmer. We know the real truth behind the veil of their persona. Bow to the shrine of my kind, the Black Madonna. I'm Sekhmet meets Kali in a firestorm. I birth again and recalibrate my entire form. Aboriginal blood, we be the deepest roots. While you fast, we feast on the sweetest fruits.
Might steal your queen bee, better watch the throne like Kim Surgeon. Best protect your neck like a collarbone. Philosopher coast with your hexagon cobblestone. Who could win a bar fight without a bottle thrown? Beeline telepath, Beyonce, and I know the beehive speaks for me. That's Beyonce knows the hexagon when the conference drawn. Like a stop sign at 2 lines with just 8 bars and made an octagon.
Daily
discipline, do mudras, chant mantras, eat mint for clarity, circulation cilantro. There's similarities to my fortress and Alhambra. Connect spiritually like a Rasta to his ganja, a will like Black Mamba. Connoisseur, hard to monitor, really the obligee. They tell me I'm an obligor. I'm the jaw, that kangaroo law is really dinosaur. Final call, the first should be last. Check the final score.
Yeah, my arrival. They said I appeared in an astro suit. He never had no youth. Supreme gene variation and haplogroups. Strong and natural as my afro roots. Or twist by a queen the same color as apple juice. Lord God, Lord Son, the first pharaoh Zeus. Past many sand dunes. Sing carols to my powerful parables. Egyptian tan moon, Cobra desert. The oldest letters, Homo erectus. I rise like the Tower of Babel. Unfinished steps go around, no windows. While in Tibet the sky turned yellow, then green and gold like lentils. While over Rome, the sky was various shades of wine. Egypt, all the falcons circled the sky. The temperature went up like the ears of a jackal. The priest said, surely this is a sign. Close your eyes and vision my rhymes. For they record me, they press and rewind. Purely, I'm line for line. In my glory, like the sun I shine. Carving my story in the stones of time. There's no door key to a home free mind. Man was made on the sixth day. By mixing the bar and thick clay. The and met the key in the Amun Ray. Concentrate, then animate. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons inside of a hexagon. My lexicon, no weapons formed against a rapid Decepticon. I move like I'm inside the movie Inception, but calm in the depths of this song. Hope your perception is on. 6 on the periodic table is carbon. That's the garden. The atoms, evolution, the hurricanes. I'm able, causing floods and reoccurring rain. The archangels will blame. But to this day, the oldest structures of triangles remain. Holding your brain. Please don't go insane. It can get deep when I speak, I refrain. Meaning there's certain codes I sustain. I know what it contains. So the poet just entertains. Saw Michael, saw Prince, saw Kurt Cobain. My glitter socks in my heart-shaped box. My tears drop like purple rain. On top of my penny loafers. I'm trying to reach nirvana through yoga. Is there any hope for our culture? They don't really care about us. Signs of the time. Tea smell like spirits, that's Henny and soda. Is anybody there? Can anybody hear? Am I clear? I'm sitting in my chair. Suddenly I'm in Times Square. Then a prehistoric New York. I'm talking waterfalls, gigantic eggs. A pterodactyl rose up behind me and flew off. I'm seeing smoky canyons where Queens was. I'm talking flatlands, green hills. Bronx, Manhattan, and Brooklyn was mountains. Monkeys and streams of mud. Suddenly I'm sitting in front of volcanoes in between floods. The time was rare, fresh air. Turn to my left, think I can see China from here. Millenniums from now, when they ask who is the greatest poets. From the cradle to the oldest, just wait a moment. Debate the omens. Fight to bring up my name in your brain. For some it took the days of COVID for them to take notice. Every dope rhyme I say you play on components. I slayed opponents that keep rising but disappear like waves in the ocean. Stoic silence of the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars. A sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn. A culture hit on the tree whose roots go down to hell. A vulture sits, its fruits are strange. Comfort is the enemy of change. That's Buddha slain. Ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes of chemistry, acts to ministry. They found ossuaries where Yasha was buried. Yale and Oxford is wealthy. That's where it's held in a box with the Steelies. Sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors. Search for leads to hidden treasures, forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together. Seductive promise, corrupt the conscious, curse of the monstrous. A bomb nuclear launches, dinosaurs extinct, who instruct the comets. Destructive regardless, Buddha's twisted bamboo. The Messiah touch a carpet, unspoken tension, permeated the air. The sun show us vision, made perfectly clear. The whole solar system, from days, months to years, casting that over our tranquil existence, joy and tears. The town's whispers grew louder, weaving tales of a particular king of power, deceived as well. Conversation in hushed tones spoke of a clandestine underworld, King Tut's bones, the son of hell. Gray smoke filled the air, creating a nostalgic atmosphere, contentment, religious. In the quietude of recent years, a mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living. The sun dipped below the horizon. The streets took on a different shape altogether.
Monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive. Stealthy roll through the winters. Criminal business with their wives and the fitness. Some took bribes, leads to a sentence. Some survive, codependent, now they co-defendants. Exposed to witness through hopes and contradictions. Cellmates, ex-cons in prisons. Killers with long convictions. Addicts with strong addictions. Badges, they draw depictions. Priest and mystic, listen. My book fell apart when I touched it. Its pages turned back to a papyrus, then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard.
The Battle of the Locusts.
I'm from a futuristic district, Hasidic mystic. My name in crucifixes. The game is like a voodoo business. I think it's strange, I think a guru listen. I'm sipping brewing witches, about to lose my spirit, choosing riches. I'm so slick, I can move in pitches. Malabees beneath the olive tree. A Buddha's vision, Kabbalah reads astrology. Harsh reality, recite the mantras to conquer the monsters. Forefathers brought upon us. Ultramagnetic, Semitic, the world spinning hectic. I Pearl Jam in my records, refreshing. God genetics, curses and blessings. God greatest design. The world noticed me. I plant seeds in your mind and grow poetries. Holy men, the Babylonian, Macedonian. I rap from podiums. My rap kill phony Cubans, Siconians. Mesopotamian rap, cranium crack codes of a pharaoh. Black rose, Michelangelo, disciple red granite flow. Golden antelope, hope and chief poetry's deep. The holy will speak, the dead will rise. Ethiopian priests anoint me. Come join me, clairvoyancy. See what's in my mind. Throwing Samson tantrums. Punch the ground, leave a canyon. Just anthem. Priesthood, Ayatollah. Priesthood, Ayatollah. Priesthood, Ayatollah. Battle of the locusts, hold a lotus. Like a monk when he's focused. 9 months in the yoga, my energy becomes solar. Up the crystal halls, cosmic thoughts. Step on comets when I walk. The depths of the conscious when I talk. The world I live in is between the Bible and Zechariah stitching. Between the lie and fiction. So say I'm a little off, like Dr. Malachi York. But speak on fantasies like Mr. Rock. We from different forks. Solar, polar regions. I kill ultra demons. My spaceship's here. See the frost, I'm leaving. Priest, yeah. Ayatollah. Priesthood. Ayatollah. Priesthood. Ayatollah. Priesthood. Ayatollah. Priesthood. Priesthood. Priesthood.
First came the wings, then the angel. His spirit actually appeared to you.
Word, know what I'm saying? Straight up, I gotta talk to y'all about angels right now. Just bugging. You don't even be knowing that I be having them all around you, protecting you. Angels. Just wanna talk about angels. Something different, right? This real stuff. Angel, Elohim in the skies. Fly with eagle wings. Come on, angel, Elohim in the skies. Fly with eagle wings. Angel, Elohim in the skies. Fly with eagle wings. Angels, Elohim in the skies. Fly with eagle wings. First Genesis and let us. First of all, we have to discuss who is the us. Who helped form man from out of the dust? Who helped make lands and fill the sea up? It was us in greater form. We helped create storms. They take newborns and embrace them in their arms. They hold harps and play God his favorite songs. Touch the heart and make it warm. They talk to preachers, they sit on ether. Some say they touch women in the bleachers, give them Caesars. They fight demons, they like creeping. Angels, they govern kingdoms. Yo, come on, angels. Elohim in the skies, fly with eagle wings.
skies, they fly with eagle wings. Angels, they brought the message from the heavens. Confused man about the immaculate conception. They dress in all black in their presence. You know their answers to man's questions while he's questioning. The cherubim and the cherubim, man should cherish them but don't worship them. Why? Cause they here to service men. Angels, they walk with plain clothes, never let their wings show. Angels, Elohim in the sky, fly with eagle wings. Angels, Elohim in the sky, fly with eagle wings. Angels, Elohim in the sky, fly with eagle wings. Angels, Elohim in the sky, fly with eagle wings. Angels, they with you in prison, show us visions, play with your children, introduce us to women. They surround leaders and politicians, acknowledged by Christians, followed by wisdom. You can hear them, they can be around you right now, sitting with their wings hitting. The ghosts in the night drifting, float on the light skipping. Put my soul in conviction, just listen to the energy, channels into the angels. Come on, angels,
angels, man, what's around y'all?
Skies, fly with eagle wings.
You don't even know what's up in the heavens, cat. That be talking, word, cat keep trying to creep up on you and shoot you. But you don't know why. You know, why he just, something just changed his mind. Reaching his pants, reaching his pocket, instead of pulling out a razor, pull out $1 and give it to you. Shit like that just bug the mental out. No, man. Around the day, cat can just one up on you. Like, yo, what up? Reach in his pocket. Instead of put out a knife or something, a gun or something, pull out some money and give it to you, you know? You working funny in the world, you don't never know. Yo, they cover the whole universe. Walk with us, man. The Holy Spirit, you know?
Consuming cherries, mushrooms, and berries. Beneath the endless skies in Gemini in June, I'm in tune with fairies. Lit pituitary.
Very interesting face.
I see tombs in Timeri. Civilized, they had sewers ready.
And again, I knew it would be.
Saw them lift the bricks, huge and heavy. During the same time, Sumer had levees. They fertilized with cow manure. The water fluid was steady. Now the scrolls are buried. Palms that are old and sweaty. Took the cloth off the bottle and dashed rosemary. Then anointed his own skull and faced the north of Gobekli Tepe. Turkey, Xerxes, Persian and the Medes. My words to MCs. You look for herb, you speak to a bush with burning leaves. Remove your shoes, fall on your knees. This is not heavy mental. This the master of the mysterious, the mind moving the macabre. Manipulate Mercury perfectly. My dark matter is horror. The golden guru of Google. The Yahweh of Yahoo and YouTube. Arm, leg, arm, horns, and crown of thorns head. Spawn, the dawn of the dead. All the natives are blue and the sky was red. And at night the tribes glowed like stars. And all the planets look like feathers on heads. Little waters talking from the medicine bed. Ate unleavened bread, buns from the son of heaven. Fed crumbs from off the floor. Greeks with no teeth, just gums. Lick with their tongue, sit at the master's feet. Were bums, beggars, their legs were too weak and numb. Their gestures pointed to the deceased and young. Who else you know can rhyme like this? Who else you know can take your mind through a time you felt exist? Quiet your brain, let me help you with it. It's getting hot, check the Celsius. Hell melting every cell in yourself. You burn, turn your shell into a crisp. Your spirit leads your physics like a mist to the outer limits. And the alchemist study your algorithms. Every sentence in my album's written, attempting to give you power bill
building, maybe turn you into flower children. The lotus, they notice when the alpha's risen. My ascension go through cloud dimensions. The mouse is fast, but the owl's sitting. His talons hitting for gripping. He's silent in blizzards. He flew down, touched the ground as a wizard. As he walked, he morphed into priest. When he walked through portals like the immortal light, meditating, shutting doors. The more I write, all the crystals in my house come together to form organite. The windows open up by themselves, curtain blows, menorahs light. I hold on to the string theory, I pause looking up at my higher self like I saw a kite. Divinity around me like a king, surrounded by all his knights.
Amazing.
Proto-origin of blackness. The sun's like oranges and patches. I pick them, put them in baskets. Tree of life. His eyes is red, his teeth is white.
Very interesting face.
Woolly head, his feet ignites. Features of Christ.
Again, I knew it would be.
Unleashing the dead with me on the mic. Monumental Congo temples, confidential cosmos ceremonial science. Serious supermind, manufacture of manuscripts, mutating while rhyming. El Leon, devil spawn, hellish forms of angelic zealots, the rebellious warn, the selfish from dorms where relics are torn. I'm meditating with the natives in the sweat box. Water drops from the wet rocks. Our minds are free as it gets hot. Now I play chess a lot, study the Ma'at and the Sephiroth. I leave Ox, Megabot, Ziggurat, Spirit Watch, but which is not. I miss the spark in the mystic spot. I'm from the hominid that's dominant, a king's continent, streams of consciousness. Look around, there's crowns on a winged monument. The smoke rings are opening. See my providence of promises, the source of confidence. Gods and goddesses bask in the ambience. Most High should die if I should die before I wake and feel the evil embrace of the eagle's lethal claws fitting my paws and face. I pause as I'm left and taken away back to his cosmic nest. I'm losing consciousness. My spirit disconnects as it devours my flesh. It's called the coffin's caressed. The Heru hug. You are now with us above, amongst the angels of love. There's Abel, there's Endel, there's Gabriel. That's the Hootie, that's the Hawker. That's the Muzi, and I'm the father. Golgotha. Now it's just a riverbank with seagulls and otters and fish that's swimming through the skulls of heroes and martyrs. And right above is just a ground zero for joggers. And the days are old, they said they created souls from the wheel and the potter. The Kabbalah scroll said it's the wheel of the macabre. From the pineal is the zeal, is the seal of the Nagas. They said a strand of web is stronger still as rain distill on the flowers. More ground to till as you heal from the copper. I showed you my views while standing on the hill of Masada. Been Israel since a toddler.
By the White Lake in grandmother's land lived about 8 clans. In the midst of the tribes and the wives and children stood a very brave man. His look disturbed as he came into the chief tents for the 3rd time. Drenched, convinced that little waters exist. For the 3rd time, he was with us during a vision ceremony. We haven't seen him since. Agitated, he started punching his own hand with his fist. The chief said, "Tall bear, you're losing your wits. You must get a grip. The ant people want your attention, and you must resist." There was no little waters with us at the fire pit, but chief, he did exist. I'm not sick, he's the one we shared our peace pipe with. He spoke wonderful and righteous, discipline, enlightenment. Do you remember during the ceremony, we took the trumpet plant to see in advance. Our visions did enhance, and you warned us of the ants before we slipped into a trance. Little waters, and you over there, you put an eagle feather in his hand. I know, because during the ceremony I glanced. You said you felt the power of the yak and the elk. Little waters played the drums to bring back your health. The chief said, "Please, tall bear, relax yourself. Maybe we should bring in some tribes women and ask them for help." So as the night stormed, tall bear went on and on how they spoke on upper planes and other life forms, and how little waters captured the bison. You visit their boyhood, the joys of the white owl in the oak woods, the spirit journey to the snow wolves. Did the horse dance, sing a rain song? I came and gone, this is no good. Chief said, "Tall bear, I knew and spoke to you for many years. I wish your grandfather was still here, but this case is so rare. People and memories just don't disappear. I have no idea, but please have a seat right here. Maybe you're going crazy. Have you had sleep lately?" Then he called for the tribes and the medicine ladies. They arrived with great urgency. "What's the emergency?" Chief said, "Tall bear needs your care." They all looked confused. They all asked, "Who?" Chief said, "Ask him yourself." They looked around the room and said, "Chief, "Who are you talking to?" The chief said, "Tall Bear, he's sitting right there." They asked, "Where?" "There's no one else here except us and you." The chief eyes stunned with terror and fear. His face just flared. Moments go by as they all just stare. Hours later, the children walk in the TV from behind their backs. Then look around the circle, then ask, "What are y'all staring at?" The spider lady turned and said, "The chief is very sick and hallucinating." The children said, "What chief?" "From outside, y'all sound like y'all was talking to the ancient. For years, it was only us, near the tree called Wounded Knee. Above the hills, where the Sioux and the big waters run free. By the white lake, the night draped in silence over undiscovered landscapes. Daybreak, pine mountains, drink from the many puddles that the rain makes. Bushes of trumpet flowers, wild grapes, marsh showers, and grass snakes. As the sun bakes the empty space near White Lake and Wounded Knee, the birds fly from the tree, cause every now and then that place shakes, the ground trembles. Just in that spot, on the right night, you can feel a mild earthquake. In grandmother's land. In grandmother's land. In the grandmother's land, the time first began. Who was there? Tall Bear, Little Waters, the chief, or was it incomplete? Were the three really there? Or the medicine ladies? In grandmother's land, grandmother's land, grandmother's land, grandmother's land, grandmother's land. Grandmother's land, one time.
In grandmother's land, in grandmother's land, were they ever there? The tall bear, the chief, and little water. In grandmother's land, in grandmother's land, were they ever there? The tall bear, the chief, and little waters. In grandmother's land, we walk the burning sands.
Cross as the boss, I'm Eddie Ross. Race cars with NOS and I never lost. Fuck the laws, I fly to Mars in a rocket ship. Talking shit, I'm in the Matrix when I clock a Smith. Mosh pit, when I rock the mic it's over with.
Within my black flesh I suppress Melchizedek, where the rest of the gods are compressed. The right arm, then the jet, then the leg, then my arm on my left, and the head was next. It stood erect over my neck, over my chest, over my pecs. Then she had breasts. I took a deep breath, my arms stretched and my knees flexed. Then I walked up the ziggurat steps, ancient astronaut that pick up your calls before the number is pressed. Whether you want to talk about deep thought or you just depressed, before the corpus text, beneath the mysterious orbit and wall deck. During the time of the T-Rex, it wasn't even called BC yet. Let us experiment with the pyramids, and through time and life cycles we'll make appearances. We'll visit tribes in the villages, even little kids never came near the pig, cause we Nazarites. We gather spice before the Adamites, the mystic times. Our satellites was made out of malachite. We spoke to the afterlife. It was paradise before the earth was inhabited by ice. Before the Christ and animals were sacrificed. We came down amongst the children of men and grabbed the wife. Got them pregnant with angelic genetics. Communicated through telekinetic. We're not from the human race ancestors. I write ambidextric for our planet to connect with the Atlantis records. Esoteric to give us extraterrestrial leverage. Take psychedelic for breakfast, to write poetic,
Drink the sunlight for beverage, the mathematics to digest it. Gigantic to build the oldest relics, like the Karahan Tepe. The towers in Babylon were steady. They walked across the Serengeti. Long before the song, our people called God Ndepi. Let's throw some confetti over Dr. Sebi. Kamehameha, the first surfer, and language originated in the Levant, circa 3800 BC, circa 500 BC. The rise of Persia, silver and gold workers, kings and queens from the tribe of Berbers. Before the story was told, Cain committed the first murder, and the gods of Egypt and Greece made their merger. From the Green Sahara, the first black mummy era, King Nebuchadnezzar found treasure, and the messenger came out of Mecca, holding scepters. There's temples in the area. Mayans, Incas, and Aztecs from South Central America. Ephraim, Issachar, Manasseh. Before Nikola Tesla, before the settlers and the beggars, black space travelers came with passengers to get the inhabitants to take over Samaria. And the hunter-gatherers came out of Africa. Within the diaspora, the Antediluvian, to the Natufians, to the Nubians, for the medieval Hebrews in Camoria, speaking Tongo, Benin, and Yoruba, Uruguay, the Niger Congo, Western Sudanic, Creole, Igbos and the Negroes, Southern Morocco beneath the Cosmo, the Holocene, the pale-nosed gene, the dynasty of the Ming, and the Yellow Kings. Yeah. You're all welcome. Everyone is welcome to my cafe. My name is Priest. Known to many, you're an angel. Priesthood. Unknown source. Masada. Wonderful day, Somerset. But what I'm gonna do now, I know y'all been missing, so I'm back. Here we go. Rattlesnakes on the Pharaoh's plate. From an ancient time that had no date. Poisons, legends in a gaseous state. Lucifer initials on my window of my limo. The golden guard on my license plate. I'm from a distant past. I look through the glass. I see 72 angels wearing a devil's mask. One side happy, the other side sad. Roman leaders around the Mona Lisa. A golden night. I glow in the Giza. Sharp as a knife that goes in the Caesar. Sentence in the night. Whisper like the Reaper. Dark fantasies of Mark Anthony. Julius Sinners and Jesus. A king heart's vanity. Ancient art of his family. Empires built on desire, fire, and prophetic destiny. The sky's ebony, the lights are heavenly. A knight's legacy, die pleasantly. Coins cover his eyes in a mushroom patch. Boxing with dandelions and close his tomb latch. His fair widow weeps well. Above the moon is pale. She's doomed as well. Her perfume smell of pineapple juice, sliced fruits. Her hair nice roots. She rubs her skin with oil from coconut shells. Statues of Michael, the dragon slayer. Black schools, disciples, African prayers. Assassins on stairs, beware. While my mind divine, I'm deeply devoted, dreaming of destinies. My jury's heavy, a gold icon of St. Gregory. A lush getaway in the middle of nowhere. I'm your tour guide to the lost tribes. From abandoned buildings, living poor lives. From the east side to the north side, till the beast rise. New York skies, police ride through the south side. Children outside to the west side. A child with fresh eyes. Till he grows up, he's seen it all. Pregnant girls, teens in the morgue, fiends in the halls. Those try to get clean have lean withdrawals. Pills and alcohol, killed for amounts of raw. In the field or bounce a ball. Super Bowl or UFO, just make it account for yours. Hermes dies with Versace on. Michelangelo paints him laying in Venus's arms. Execution's death, bodies embalmed. The army informed, don't take my boy, he's still warm. One day alone walking, the streets turn bright, the snow stopped falling, the trees begin talking. I touched his wood, I felt flesh. Beneath the bird nest, clouds start forming. Sky turned orange, like a summer morning. Told me my origin, this place is historic. Start my performance, gave me endurance. Cars went inside the ground, while hundreds of gods came up handing me crowns. They said, Priest, you were lost, but now you're finally found. The zodiac spin above my head like a merry-go-round. I'm robed down in a gold gown, and if you saw us, we were talking to each other with no sound. Profound. That's how it is. Cafe. Outdoor. Priests. Always remember. Kings to gods. All in the supermind. All in the supermind.
You must gain balance within yourself.
I'll tell you of it. The winter sun. Mars Thirst. Silk. Winter sun, yo. Mars Thirst.
Tell me everything you know.
Silk. Hallucinogenic power. When Shiva was born, the seed turned to milk.
Yes.
And it snowed turmeric powder. One of her hands reached down and planted the Bodhi.
Yes.
Then handed out roti with chickpeas. Amongst the thick leaves sat the yogi, wearing big beads. Then here comes Jenna, the enlightener.
Are you ready?
You smell the spice as she entered. She painted the tiger in stripes with henna. The oldest scrolls, called the Rigavita.
That's right.
Hair was not ether, bigger features.
Yes.
Near the golden monkey, the stone toad, and the salamander. Before Alexandria was conquered by Alexander. Where the gods with the bronze head met the beasts with the blonde dreads.
Yes.
Dalai Lama meets Brahma, they feast on non-bread. The Buddha was happy and chubby, rubbed belly filled lucky.
Good one.
The gods got mean and turned green like mint chutney.
Moving on.
Romulus and Remus, the she-wolf, birth to her puppy.
Yes.
A kid sat doing yoga, played with his pet cobra. He said, Father, I have no attachment. I am one with everything. The sky blackened.
Everything is
Then
connected.
came Vishnu from out of flying crystal. I Star Trek through Tibet, landed down near plants and insects. Approached the orange-robed monk that sat in front of the monastery. The temple of forgotten vows. Of silence, sweat drip from my brow. I bow, priest, return to Easter Island. Witness me coming down from a cloud. Holding the mic, hold back the crowd. Melchizedek inheritance, genetic transmission, mysteries of El Leon. Feel the wizardry as you impale to a stone. That's word to Ganesh, killing Dumbo. In the Laura Temple, Ajanta cave in the jungle. Beneath the stars, many of the ancient gods, the pig, bulls, snakes, birds are carved. Original manuscript held as archives, locked in the vault. Through the cobwebs and smoke, the living dead, spells, sand and ghosts. The deepest rhymes I ever wrote, beneath the shrine of the goats. Wet, naked and soaked, from a baby male to Gabriel, riding Haley's tail. Comments hitting your conscience like 80 wells. The teachers in their pride, veiny boast, they know nothing. This mic holds substance, and it is they who obey and truly succeeded in achieving total ignorance and sheer bliss. I'm here for years, until I'm gone, I'll leave saffron. Saffron, the saffron. I leave saffron. So as he was, the priest is born inside of a stone egg. Fell off the mountain, cracked, came up, he rapped. Perhaps I take you to the temple soon. You all meet your doom. The smell of perfume.
Accept the reality.
Purple.
Yeah. Killah Priest. Brian Ford, one accord. Wu-Tang. The years 11111. Temple of Doom, astronauts sent from the moon. Foreign countries, the mummies awake in their tomb. Cobwebs attached to bobbleheads. In the shed, apostles are dead. The old man begs with gospel is spread. The bees are hung, tarot cards are read. The carol is sung, rituals are said. Seance in the mausoleum. Outside, Lucifer drives by in the car that's European. Far from where the guards can see him. The Higgs sister with bows in their hair. All posed in the chair. The picture is not clear. In the corner, the photo of baby with dolls walls and the stairs. I write drama, horror, karma, conquerors of the trauma. Mother Teresa, Jeffrey Dahmer, the cigar smoke, sit on top of the scenery. I move pins like machinery. Mystery Channel, light the candle. The black mice crawl over pianos. 3 children in the book of Daniels. Mystery Channel, the Mystery Channel, the Mystery Channel. Mystery channels, like candles. Black mice crawl over pianos. 3 children in the book of Daniels. Mystery channels, the Mystery Channels. It's the Mystery Channel. I tried to hide in England. Demons chase me screaming, begging for my semen. I felt the beast breathing. Switched the scene. They want my genes. The black crow sits on the arm of kings. Satan let go of murder of ravens. The goat masons prepare the feast with the beast with smoke bacon. Took an oath towards the whole nation. Dracula from Africa, disguised as an ambassador, the virus carrier. I'm Sherlock Holmes with otherworld-like poems. Michelangelo with the flow. Darwin theories, the Martian series. Channel L, planet of hell. The warlock spells, the door knock, then the bell. Dwell in the land of Nod, looking for a god. Follow that star. I'm Solomon Mars, or King Zohar. The crystal epistles, squeeze knowledge pistols. Wow, wow. I'll stand up, King Tut. Mystery Channel, light the candle. The black mice crawl over pianos. 3 children in the book of Daniels. Mystery Channel, the Mystery Channel, the Mystery Channel. Mystery channels, like candles. Black mice crawl over pianos. 3 children in the book of Daniels. Mystery channels, the Mystery Channels. It's the Mystery Channel.